how to use Wix SEO settings. Hello guys and welcome to today's video. In today's video, we're going to teach you how to use Wix SEO settings. Search engine optimization or SEO is crucial for improving the visibility of your website on search engines like Google. With Wix built-in SEO feature and settings, you can optimize your website's content, meta tags, and settings to rank higher in search results and attract more organic traffic. So, let's get started. Now, as you can see right now, we are currently at the search engine optimization or SEO settings or section. To be able to access this, you're first going to have to go to the dashboard of Wix, and you're going to look through over here on the left side. You will have all of these features that you are seeing right now. You're simply going to scroll down over here, and then you will be able to see the marketing and SEO section over here. You're simply going to select this, and it will either drop down a menu, or you can simply choose from this pop-up that will appear when you select this. As you can see, this section over here, and you can simply select the SEO option. By doing this, you will be redirected to this page over here, what we are seeing right now, and this is the search engine optimization section. This is where you will be able to manage and set up your SEO. Over here, we have different tools and settings for SEO. We have the SEO setup checklist, which is your personalized checklist for SEO tasks to help your site become more visible in online searches. You also have your SEO settings over here, which would allow you to customize your pages, meta tags for SEO, and set your site preferences. You also have your site inspection, which would allow you to learn how Google views your site and troubleshoot pages not appearing correctly in search results. You have your URL redirect manager over here, which would redirect site visitors and search engine from an old URL to a new URL. You also have your site verification, site maps, and robotext editor over here. Now, we're going to focus on SEO settings for today's video. So, what we're going to do is just simply going to click on Go to SEO Settings over here, which would allow us to access the SEO settings of Wix. As you can see here in this section, you have different options that we could do. We have our page type over here. Right now, the only thing in our website that I have created randomly is the main page, products, and pro galleries. Now, the more pages your website has, of course, the more types or the more options will appear in this section over here. You will be able to set your site preferences. As you can see here, you could let search engines index your site. Keep this feature on for your site to appear in search result. This is very important so that search engines will show your website. So you can simply enable this. And turning this feature means your site can now be indexed and will be eligible to display in search result. It will allow you to have a confirmation, and then you're simply going to click on show site, and then as you can see, our site is now indexed by search engine. You can also add your general OG image over here. Choose the default image you would like to display when your site is displayed or shared on social media like Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. If you would like your website to appear in a certain way, for example, you would like your logo to appear, or any photo or any graphical design that you have that would represent your website, you could use any type of image that you have, because you are all familiar with how people share on social media platforms like Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. They will be able to see or show like a URL box where you will be able to select it, and then you will be redirected to that page. You can control what your display or what it will show in this section over here. For example, someone shared our website on Facebook, and then I set the photo to be my logo. Now, when they check it out on Facebook, the only thing they will see on that shared post is my logo. So you could use that over here. Now, in this section, you will be able to edit by page type. As you can see here, you could customize the default page settings and meta tags across all page types. And like I said earlier, the more page that your website has, the more settings or more options you have over here. Now, for example, I would like to edit the SEO settings of my main pages. I can simply select this option, and then we will be redirected to the section which is the setting for the main pages over here. You can customize your default main page settings and meta tags or edit them individually. Right now, we have the customized default. The different default settings, as you can see, we have default settings for basics and social share, structured markup, robot meta tags, and additional meta tags over here. You will be able to edit every single part or every single option that we have over here. The basic and social media share. This is how search engine and social network display our main site pages. On the markup over here, data markup, you can manage your markups on your main site pages. For the robot meta tags, you can select relevant instructions so bots know what info to display after crawling your main site pages. You can also have additional meta tags over here, which would review additional information about your main site pages for search engine. For example, I would like to edit how search engine and social networks display our main site pages. We can click on edit, which would allow us to edit sections as you can see here. You could either edit the tag. This is our preview over here on the right side. By the way, we have your page name and site name. You could add a variable if you would like. The different variables are page URL, site name, general social image, business name, business description, logo, country, state, city, street address, and address description. If ever you have information over here that you think is very important or could be relevant to how people would look up your website, depending on what type of website you're creating, you could add the variables in this section. For example, we have site name. You could click this and it will add our site name over here as you can see. Then you could type whatever you would like also on the title tag. For example, as you can see right now, the product name and product name is connected because it's the same thing. Site name is site name. I could type something in between them. We could type space and then end and then space again. And as you can see here on our preview, it's going to appear in this section as well. You could also do other types of symbols. For example, we could copy the one that is between home and product name, which is this option over here. As you can see, we can also put that in between our site name and site name. And then you can simply add any variables that you want, or you can simply type whatever information that you would like to appear over here, depending on what type of title tag that you would like to have. There are different ways or different strategies for this section over here. You also have your meta description over here, which would allow you to have a description in this section. As you can see, for example, I type any type of information or any type of message, it will appear below our section over here. As you can see, we're going to see if it's going to appear in this section. You could also edit your page URL over here. We could add a page URL. Right now, we can't do that because we aren't using the paid version. We would need to upgrade this so we can connect it with a domain. You could also add the variables in this section as well on the meta description, and you have your page URL, page name, all of those stuff. You could add it into your meta description. You could also let search engine index your main site pages. This is the settings that we have enabled earlier. You also have your social share over here. This is what I was talking about earlier, wherein you could choose the OG image that you can see. This is our preview of what we would look like when people share our post or page on a social media. And you could control what image is going to appear here. You could also edit your title. As you can see, this is our title. You could add different variables, different page URL, depending on what you would like to see. As you can see here, you could edit your description, image over here. This is where you're going to choose. Also, you could do it from this section. You could choose image URL from site files, and you could also choose the size card. You could choose from small, which would change as you can see here. This is the Twitter version, by the way, and this is for Facebook and Pinterest. This is Twitter. You can change the size from small to large, and you could also edit the sections over here like title, description, image, and all of those options. You could do the same thing for the structure markup and robots meta tag. Now, you might think that it's going to take a long time or like it's a hassle to do all of this one by one for each pages. What you could do is you could click on edit by pages, which would allow you to edit every single page that is inside the main page category over here or the main page section. As you can see, the one that we were editing earlier was the home. And you could do and edit every single part of this by simply clicking on this option over here. And then you could edit parts like this. You could click on edit, which would allow you to see this pop up on the right side, and then you can edit things over here on the right side, and this will apply to all of this that you have selected. And you have your advanced over here, like what we saw earlier, social share, all of this option that you're seeing right now. To be honest, I think this section is much easier because you could easily manage. For example, you would like to edit new, you can simply click on the new section over here, and then you will be able to edit that specific part for the new page over here. And you could go back to SEO settings. You could do the same thing for your products. And you could do the same thing by product. And as you can see here, they have different products over here. This is like the sample product that would appear when you create a online store with Wix and then you haven't added any products yet. This is what it would look like. And you can simply edit every single part of it in this section as well for your SEO. You could type what name of your product is, all of those information like the title tag, so that when people search for a product online, your URL may or may not appear on their search results as well. And that's it, guys. That's the basics of how to use the SEO settings for Wix. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.